The world is falling apart, markets crash, jobs vanish, headlines scream disaster, and yet, some people are quietly getting richer every single time. They don't panic. They don't run, they prepare. They thrive. Crisis is not chaos to them. It's a blueprint, a secret playbook perfected over a century, repeated in every major downturn. Today, you're going to see it. Understand it. And maybe, finally, start thinking like they do. History is full of collapses. Panics, crashes, bubbles bursting. 1907, banks failed, people lost savings, cities panicked. But JP Morgan didn't. He stepped in, stabilized markets, bought assets at pennies on the dollar, walked away stronger. 1929, the Great Depression. Millions unemployed. Entire industries crumbled. Wealthy insiders quietly acquired land, factories, and businesses for fractions of their value. Fast forward. .com crash, 2008 meltdown, 2020 pandemic, same story. Same results. While ordinary people panicked, billionaires bought distressed assets, leveraged opportunities, and expanded control. It's not luck, it's a strategy, a repeatable pattern. A crisis playbook. Think of it like a storm. Most run for shelter. They wait for it, study the winds, and harvest the ruins. This playbook isn't new. It's a century in the making. And it still works today. By the time the public realizes disaster is here, the wealthy have already positioned themselves to win. The playbook has 6 core steps. Step 1. Liquidity. Cash is power. During calm markets, everyone spends. Billionaires hold. They stockpile cash for storms ahead. Step 2. Information. They hire armies of analysts to predict weak points. Step 3. Leverage. Borrowing in a crisis multiplies returns when others are frozen in fear. Step 4. Distress hunting. They buy good assets at fire sale prices. Real estate, companies, patents. Step 5. Narrative control. Public sees panic. They see opportunity. Influence flows quietly. Step 6. Patience. They wait for recovery. Months, years, decades if needed. Metaphorically, a crisis is a forest fire. It burns old growth, leaving rich soil. They plant seeds before the flames die. Liquidity, information, leverage, distress buying, narrative, patience, combined. It's unstoppable. It's not about predicting a crisis. It's about being ready for it. Every financial disaster becomes a wealth accelerator for the prepared few. Markets collapse, people panic, prices drop, and assets are quietly transferred upward. This cycle repeats every decade, same mechanics, different players. Billionaires act like generals in a war no one else knows is happening. They see patterns in chaos. They anticipate human emotion, fear, greed, and desperation. And when the majority loses, they gain. Every time. Without exception. That's the power of the playbook. The formula is simple. Execution is disciplined. It requires patience, timing, and capital, but it works in every crisis. Now let's see what happens when this theory meets reality. 2000. .com bubble bursts. Billions evaporate overnight. Panic spreads. Average investors sell. Stocks crash. Tech infrastructure becomes cheap. Billionaires buy. Server farms, patents, abandoned startups. Foundations of the next tech boom. 2008, housing market collapses. Banks fail. Global panic ensues. Millions lose homes. Retirement savings vanish. People despair. Billionaires buy mortgage-backed securities, foreclosed properties, companies at fire sale prices. By the recovery, those assets are worth multiples. Wealth concentration explodes. 2020 pandemic. Global markets fall 34% in weeks. Fear spreads faster than the virus. Millions unemployed. Businesses shutter. But billionaires quietly acquire distressed companies, commercial debt, and logistics networks. Within a year, billionaire wealth jumps over $1.3 trillion. The crisis accelerates inequality. Yet the pattern is invisible to most. Each collapse is predictable if you know the mechanics. And the wealthy do. They act when panic peaks, leverage at maximum, and public attention is distracted. The turning point is always the same. Fear creates forced selling. Forced selling creates opportunity. Who is prepared at that moment defines the next decade of wealth. The public sees collapse. They see loss. They feel powerless. The elite see strategy, control, ownership, expansion. And when recovery comes, the gap has widened. Permanently. History repeats. Patterns repeat. Timing and patience are all it takes. Every major collapse confirms the playbook works. Every single time, the public suffers. The prepared accumulate. The cycle accelerates. It's the uncomfortable truth. Crises don't hurt the wealthy. They are the engine of their growth. The ripple effects of this playbook are profound. Wealth concentration skyrockets. Political influence grows. Industries consolidate. Housing becomes unaffordable. Businesses shrink. Opportunities narrow. Average people rebuild from zero, while the prepared start at 100. Each crisis magnifies inequality, yet the system appears normal on the surface. The public sees emergency measures, bailouts, stimulus, but the underlying transfers of wealth are invisible. It's a system designed to amplify the prepared and punish the unprepared. Every collapse strengthens the elite. Every panic transfers power upward, and this pattern isn't stopping. It's accelerating with globalization and technology. The lesson is clear: crisis isn't random. It's predictable. The wealthy thrive because they prepare. The rest react. If you understand the mechanics, you can see opportunity where others see disaster. The uncomfortable truth: the playbook works. And it will keep working. When the next crisis hits, will you freeze? Or will you finally see the storm as a map for growth? Comment below. Which side will you be on next time? Subscribe for more insights on how the world's wealth and power really moves. Because once you see the playbook, you can't unsee it.